For 3 years, I've been trying to get to Dead Horse Bay. But if I don't leave by 8 o'clock in the morning, the 11 miles will turn into like 4 hours by the time I try and drive home. So on Wednesday, September 18th, 2021, I set my alarm clock for 7 a.m. and then 8 a.m. and then 9 a.m. But I finally got up and I drove out to the end of Brooklyn. Now, Dead Horse Bay got its name because they used to boil the carcasses of dead horses in these giant vats. Then they'd rip all the fat off and sell them for other products and discard all the bones on the beach. Apparently, they boiled 20,000 carcasses a year. That's not all they did at this place. They also took dead fish and turned them into fertilizer. They took every chemical that's now illegal, mixed them together and made cleaning products. And then when all this got decommissioned, they capped everything in barrels, barged them out to the middle of the bay, and dropped them. And of course, now there's been 100 and some years, all the caps are coming off, and all the poison and all kinds of other shit is just leaching out into the beach and the surrounding bays. In the New York Times article about Dead Horse Beach, it says feral dogs roamed the island. Domesticated pigs and cows feasted at the community's refuse heap, and the school, which had trouble keeping a teacher for an extended length of time, originally sat in a depression that routinely flooded with every high tide. Alright, this might be a little weird because I don't know if I'm actually allowed to go to Dead Horse Beach. It's like a super fun, toxic ass site. So there's like paths through the woods up ahead, I think, that I'm just gonna have to like jump off the sidewalk and sneak into the brush before any of these cops see me. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you walk from the parking lot. But as you can see, there's a bunch of people everywhere. I didn't actually see online how to get into Dead Horse Beach, so I've been walking down this road for like 2 miles, and I haven't seen any way to get in. This is what it looks like. And I keep walking down this sidewalk. It keeps curving, so it looks like it's gonna have a path into the woods, and then nothing ever changes. An old airplane hangar. I guess it's an airport. Alright, there's a hole in this fence right here, so I just busted through it, and there's a nice view of like Coney Island, I think. Now I'm in this parking lot, so I'm gonna like try and hide and get to the beach before I get arrested. Over there's that hole in the fence. I walked across this parking lot, and in the back of the parking lot, I found another fence with a hole in it. I have no idea if I'm going in the right direction or where I am. It's not looking good. This is a no-go. Shit. I'm gonna have to double back. It's crazy seeing like all this just abandoned, empty, not generating money property in New York City. Alright. Right, at the other end of the parking lot, I came through that hole and walked that way. If I just walked this way, I would have found this. Alright, alright. Now we got something going on. In a 1901 article from the Brooklyn Eagle about Dead Horse Bay, they asked somebody living out there about the drinking water, and this person said usually it tastes like oil, though sometimes, by way of variation, it is flavored much more horribly. Looks like somebody's camp. It's not a bad place to be homeless. Those teeth. What makes this place so interesting is that nothing ever leaves. It's all either caked into the ground or the tides bring it out and then a storm brings it back in. You go a mile in either direction, the beach is pristine. But for whatever reason on this beach, all those same chemicals and processing plants and byproducts of all this nasty crap is still there. It never goes away, and anybody who shows up can see it.
So weird. I haven't seen a single other person or heard another person in the whole time I've been here. What you were guaranteed to find when you're here, I think, are old shoes, like the soles of old shoes, lots of glass, and these old chemical bottles, which of course I don't see now, but I will point them out. So off to my left on that point over there is Coney Island. Then far away, you have the Highlands of New Jersey, and that peninsula out there is Breezy Point, the end of the Rockaways. There's kind of a panoramic view of what I'm seeing. On the other side of these woods somewhere is that sidewalk I just walked down forever. Alright, we're starting to see some more bottles. It's crazy. These are intact bottles from like the turn of the last century that have just been kicking around out here in the muck, and then like they get ripped up in a storm and then sent onto the beach. Stinks out here too. It smells horrible. But luckily I got COVID and lost my sense of smell, so it's like there's just a tinge of something fucking funky right in the back. Sneezing, I think, because this all used to be chemicals too. That's why it's a super fun site. So, along with all the bottles and shoes and stuff that's like washed up here, there's also like embedded, horrifying chemicals locked in the sand, probably just erupting every time I step on a new spot.
Tried to call you from everywhere for good, but the American tourists never gave up their spots. But tonight we're running on a dream, and tonight we'll seem so far from me, and everybody likes to step to me, and everybody loves the way I dream, and I was hoping that tonight finally be set free. So I walked my way across the United States and hopped a freight train back to New Jersey. But tonight we're riding on a dream.
Stuff is like it's made itself part of the foundation. Ugh. Look at this. The chemicals have turned this earth into like volcanic fucking ash. It's disgusting. This thing. It's pretty wild that Breezy Point's so close. I mean, you could swim there, and that's one of the most exclusive pieces of real estate. And what I'm standing on is like one of those toxic, shitty places on earth. Look at all these bottles. Look at that, wow. These have been here for over 100 years, and most of them aren't broken at all. It's amazing. Boy, the way this bank is, it's like whatever these chemicals are, turn this into like cement. I mean, you could use this to build a house. It wouldn't kill you when you breathe it in. It's pretty weird. There's nothing out here. There's no people. There's no boats, there's barely any birds. It's like everybody knows that this place will definitely give you cancer if you hang out too long. Here's a fun fact. On this day in 2008, the stock market collapse happened, which plunged my whole generation into permanent despair. Ugh, I wonder what's in here. This thing was definitely underwater during Ida. This is probably why there's no rats. This has got to be the only place in New York City that I could look in every direction to the horizon and not see. This place is awesome. I think that's pretty much it. We saw a lot of bottles, we saw a lot of shoes, and just the general decay of capitalism and industrialism that took a pristine place and destroyed it for hundreds of years. But hopefully, we've learned a lesson. I found a path over here. I'm going to cut through the woods. I think that'll get me closer to my car. It's 95 degrees out. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, well that ain't happening. Anytime I see one of these cuts, man, I get all excited because it's so hot out here, and if I have to double back, it's gonna take fucking forever. So I'm walking to the bridge. I'm hoping there's like a pathway up, man. I'll walk down the middle of the highway. I don't care. We gotta pay. We gotta pay. Alright, I'm gonna die of thirst today. Jesus. Oh, this doesn't look sketchy at all. I'm in Flatbush, Brooklyn right now. Alright, so that was Dead Horse Beach. I'm gonna keep the camera rolling as I cut through this forest. In case I get night, so I have some evidence, but enjoy your phone away time. And if you want to come out here, I'll post directions in the comments. Alright, one love.
To snort away the things that they say, and the last thing the world needs is another liar. You said, do you want to, do you want to, do you want to, do you want to?
It's actually really beautiful. It's like a deep forest at the end of Brooklyn. I didn't even know this was here. I also have no idea where this is taking me. I'm hoping to my car. Anybody else ends up doing this, I suggest you bring like a knife or something. I mean, there's nothing wrong, I guess, so far, but you are really secluded. This is really sketchy.
They found your pills and now they won't talk to you, but you've had some practice I have not had.
Alright, got 4 different ways to go. I guess I'll keep going straight. To the dark forest.
I said no way, that's just not for me.
Fuck, this just like giant loop of shit. Fuck, I'm coming out of that boat that I started. There must be an easier way to do this. I think this is a national park. But I'm not the one who's going to tell you, I guess. Sorry. I'm finally back where I started from. Here's that boatyard again. Got one of the gray heron, I think. If you can see that. Thing's probably like 5 feet tall. Also, did I mention it's 8,000 fucking degrees out here? It's so hot. It's like the middle of September. It's so hot. There's climate change for you over my left shoulder. The thing wasn't built underwater. Now it's totally submerged. And here's some bubblegum shrimp house up here. Alright, here we go again, about to sneak back through the hole in the fence and pretend that I was just going on my daily stroll. There's only about 100,000 cops on duty in New York at any given time, so let's see if I can time this right. Go. Right in front of the cop. Right in front of a cop. There's the airport again, I guess. There's something else. Floyd Bennett Airport, air station.